from here, we go with the hip again, hip. And then we are going to go with the upper body, the energy go up, and I stop my energy up. Yes? Here. I don't finish. I'm here. So now from here, we need to go up. We need to go up. And then we go down, hip, hip. Come back. Hip, and stop the movement, and we go up again.
That's it.
Yes? So try to don't do this. If you want that the movement is see big, try to don't do this directly. Try to first go to the other side with the upper body, and then you need to bend your knees, bend, unblock the hip, and we go to the other side. Yes? So we go up, we go with the upper body, bend, and then we go.
우측에 계셔야 돼요. 우리 골반 같은 거 할 때 이렇게 안 하죠? 누르고 여기 늘어나고. 아까 베이직의 원장은 항상 베이직 하실 때도 이렇게 안 하죠? 이렇게 늘어나는 거예요. 늘어나고 쪼여들고 늘어나고 쪼여주고 이런 기본이 있는 거죠. 사이드웨이 우리 오늘 배웠던 패턴은 어떻게 되냐면 늘어났죠? 이게 쪼여들었어요. 늘은 상태에서 넘어가 다시 쪼여들어 있죠. 그렇죠? 이 상황에서 체중을 누르면서 이 근육만 골반이 오기 전에 먼저 늘어나고 줄어들어. 그리고 이수평을 만드는 거예요. 이 상황에서 역회전 주면 다시 여기 더 늘어나면서 끄집어 당겨서 여기 줄어들고 다시 늘어나고 조여지는 게 되는 거죠. 기본 연습은 업해서 아직 뒤꿈치 안 닿았어요. 내리 누르면서 근육 늘어나고 다리 밀어주면서 다시 업. 아직 뒤꿈치 안 닿았어요. 뒤꿈치 디뎌주면서 골반 안 나오고 상체만 늘어나고 들어주면서 이거를 아주 크게 연습하다 점점 약간 작게 연습하셔서 만드는 거고 반대도 가능하셔야 돼요.
Andreas, do a balance from up to down. It's not this.
I go.
It's like and go. It's like no sé columpio, like a swing. Okay, this is what we pretend. The leader for the same. Okay, switch partner.
결국 이건 예전 웨이브 콘텐츠에서 정리했던 두 개의 업과 한 개의 다운 그리고 아이솔레이션이잖아. 링크 걸어둘게.
Y borracha dije que te amo y eso no se olvida. No volveré aunque me pongas el mundo al revés. Si algún día pretendí que es más a tu lado. Llevaba y desnudabas, tú me amabas, yo te fallaba. Nos diste el chance de vernos de nuevo.
En la curita el mal de amor. Ven y bailamos, reparamos el corazón. Empecemos
try to don't go forward with the upper body. Yeah? From here, we go just opposite. From here, opposite. And then the upper body is gonna go back. And the energy go forward. Sorry, up. Yeah, so try to straight all this part forward, forward, forward until the final. Yes? 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, and 5. Straight, straight, and basic. It's opening so much the legs. No need, okay? When you do the lateral weight, 2, 3, 4, circle, 2, 3. It's not comfortable, it's not beautiful, bad technique, not good. Why you see that is big movement? Because we go down and up. No, not this, okay? 2, 3, prepare. It's the same breath. Up, 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 up. Transfer the weight down, but we're not opening. The same position, okay? Up, down, hip, and chest. So when you prepare down and you go up, you still can stretch your legs. You don't need to do this. Yes? 2, down, up. You see? Up, down again.
Okay, from the left, look, I raise a little bit my hips up. Up. This is my leading. It's not my hand, okay? Leading, leading. 1, 2, 3, preparation. Look, I use my hips. This is a point when I start. Shut. But I drove the movement with my body. You see? I go down with my body
Legs and
and go up.
Hip, hip, and then the chest. When we do isolation, we move hip and block chest. When we move the chest, the hip is stopped. Yes? Okay? If I do this and I have my shoulders, you see? My shoulders needs to be on top of the hip to keep the balance. We don't do this. We need to relax the hip. So I need to finish the movement. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Tú eres única, corazón, ¿cómo así? Te ves deprimida. Yo que te sigo amando, que tu amor es esclavo. El mundo entero, empecemos desde cero, esto se ha arreglado. Amor, a gritos de esperanza. Bebé, no tengas miedo que por ti yo cambié. La vida de la calle ya la retiré.
On your hips.
Tú me haces perder la compostura. Ven a amar.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
5, 6, 7, 8. Whenever we do together, equal like lateral movement. Or because Pablo Laque called this Shakira, I call it Shakira as well. Shakira movement. Yeah? So this is a hip circle. You make this without moving your upper body part. Yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. After this one, I'm facing this way, she's facing this way. So we can't move in a together. Yeah? Because if I move like this, she moves in a different way. So I won't have to move this way. Yeah? So I need to make preparation like contra lanzamiento. So your hip goes up and pull. Pull your hip. Now boom. And make a hip circle. I'm coming back. 5, 6, on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Can't be all my own. digas nada, ¿qué haces aquí? Veo que mis sentimientos para ti son nada.
그러니까 구독, 좋아요